Hello from TeenYetDragon.com. This is Ji Sifu. Today I want to talk about the topic of can non-Chinese people learn Taoist magic, or let's say learn Saam Law Sun Gung, okay, that we teach. Now this Taoist magic thing, yes, I know there's a lot of Chinese as you can see, okay, all the Chinese spells, Chinese food, and even the frame right here, everything's Chinese, right? You'll be like, how can a non-Chinese learn all these things? Well, so far we have Sifu in the lineage who, like the masters, okay, who are also non-Chinese, and they are fine. So what I have to say is that it's all about your heart. It's not about how good you are at the language. Even you're not good with the language, when you learn in the lineage, we'll point you to some practice. Let's say, okay, I teach you to spell, okay? I give you the pronunciation. You just follow, copy, keep saying it, right? Just like, well, I see online there's a lot of American trying to learn Buddhism. And Buddhism, they are not even English. They're in another Indian language. But they don't give a shit, okay? They just copy. And they imitate the sound and they say it many times, and there goes the magic, right? Wow. So why can't you learn this Chinese spell the same way? Treat it like a sound. Treat the words like pictures. And eventually, the more you do, you get a feel for it. And you will be able to do it. There's actually a lot of Americans or non-Chinese learning Chinese today, and they're pretty okay. You don't need to learn the whole Chinese language. You just need to learn what you need in the lineage. Especially like some of the words always repeats, and you just need to learn what that is, and it's pretty much that's it. For these spells and stuff, you do, like, there's a bunch of spells that you'll be doing every day, okay? Every day. Imagine doing, like, maybe do re mi fa sol, like that, every day, okay? Every day. Now, imagine after 2 years or 1 year. You will for sure remember that in here, right? So, it's not so hard. And basically, all these super practical, useful spells and stuff, they are things that you do every day. So when you do them every day, how can you not be able to learn it, right? That is like your daily cultivation. Now, there are also things that even Chinese would have a hard time learning, which is what we call the Fu Tao right here. Now, these kind of symbols, they are super complex to draw, and they have spells inside each stroke. And don't tell me that the Chinese will get better than the non-Chinese, because you know what, these words, the spells in the strokes, they mean nothing to the Chinese. Chinese will get just confused about it. And one problem I find with Chinese is that the Chinese have a lot of perceived information. It's like there's a lot of stuff spreading in the online, the media, movies, okay, all the false information. How I can compare is, say, if you like Kung Fu, okay, you like martial art, but you always watch those Asian TV shows and the dramas and stuff like that, okay, wow, their Kung Fu is like super unrealistic, okay, things like those Kung Fu movies, they are so unrealistic. For example, they can't be doing some kind of wah, and then the whole mountain exploded. Or maybe some explosion coming up from the river and stuff like that all of a sudden. Wow. You know, movies are like that, okay? They're for entertainment, right? But the Chinese are so soaked into these false magic, false practice concept. So when they look at these things, it's basically like how Americans look at the Kung Fu movies, and then they look, hey, that's Kung Fu, you know? It's like a joke. Not possible, come on. Okay, but it's like that, okay? So the Chinese learning these magic will also have a lot of garbage in their brain that needs to be erased. Not erased, sorry, to be overwritten. You need to overlap, not erase. There's no erase in nature. So basically, when the Chinese learn these Taoist magic, okay, of Saam Law Sun Gung, a lot of stuff needs to be retaught, relearned. Okay, so they also have their hard time relearning things, erasing or overwriting knowledges. Now the non-Chinese, you have an advantage right here, which is you are like a blank sheet of paper. As long as you are open up enough, you're open-minded, and you're proactively willing to learn. Meaning that you ask questions, you don't hide away, you don't pretend invisible. Then you'll be able to learn, because we will guide you from step by step. Okay, we'll say, now do this, you follow. Okay, you do it. And then after a while, you come back with questions. Now we tell you to do this, now add this on. Ooh, okay, I'll try this. After you try, you come back with a question. And then you go and do it again. You come back with more questions. And then, you know, like how a kid, okay, your little baby, your kid, how do they learn all these things in life from the parents? They don't know Chinese or English when they're a baby. They don't understand a word you say. You just try to say it to them. They don't understand. But what does baby do? Baby listen, and then they imitate you, and then they do, right? Well, they fuck up a few things, and they burn the house and stuff like that. It's fine, okay? You just restart, keep going, and basically what happened is you keep trying, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Trial and error. And eventually you feel that, oh, this is so natural, this is so easy. Ooh, I get it. You see? It's most of the time when I see these non-Chinese disciples, why they, like a bunch of them, why they just get stuck at a point is when they get lazy. They don't want to move their butt to do these things. They say they're busy, they don't have time. Well, all these are bullshit excuses, okay? Everyone is busy, but you can spend 15 minutes a day watching the damn TV. And you cannot spend 15 minutes there reciting your spell. Well, if you don't do that, well, it's like, okay, you want to get slim, but you don't want to go out and jog or, you know, go to the gym room and get running on these treadmills and stuff like that. Okay, you need to spend time on things to get results. So if you want to learn the magic of Saam Law Sun Gung, okay, for example, the first thing you learn is the harsh spells, right? I teach you the harsh spells. You know how to say it because we did it once and you can copy. Now you have to say it and record it back to us and for us to correct you. And then when you get it down nice and solid, you recite it X amount of time every day, and basically you get better and better and better. And then you come back to learn more and more and more stuff. Now there's a group of disciples who like to, they start off with a few emails and then they start to slide off, and then they want to, you know, they're scared. They just hide away. And then that's what happened, okay? A group of disciples like that. And then they get lazy. They don't want to pick up again because it seems hard. Well, everything is like that. Let me tell you, okay? If you want to get muscles, okay? People go to the gym 1 or 2 times. Wow, very hype. Now, 5 days in a row, they cannot do it, okay? Now, let's say you want to follow this friend to the gym for 3 months. Every day you go there 5 days, okay? Now that's how you get the 6-pack and all that stuff. Well, it's hard. Not a lot of people can do it. If you want to learn Taoist magic and you're not a Chinese, let me tell you what, it's just like that. If you can be disciplined and you have the heart to do it, you'll be able to learn this thing just like a Chinese can do. It's not much harder than how Chinese can learn this. All these Chinese things, Chinese spells right here, when a Chinese read it, it doesn't make a damn sense, okay? Trust me, these spells, they're not human language. They're like not your ordinary Chinese, okay? They don't really mean the same thing as how we usually use the word. So even you are very good at Chinese, you look at these things, they don't make sense because they are magic language, okay? So simple said, they're magic language. They don't use your ordinary Chinese meaning. when we say dragon, we don't mean dragon. Okay, but when you keep learning more and more, you get into the deeper understanding of the system, you will then get to understand how to decode, oh, why you use this word for this purpose, why you use this word for this purpose. As you learn and you get mature, you understand more, then you will understand. But the most basic thing is you need to have your heart in order to success in this magic learning or any kind of learning. Okay, so if you want to learn the Taoist magic, Saam Law Sun Gung, you can visit our website www.teenyetdragon.com, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.